Okay, now that we have this photo done, I'm going to kind of show you my workflow. The first thing you need to do is go up to Photo and go down to where you see Set Flag. And you're going to want to flag the photo. Notice there's a P. That's your shortcut. So all you have to do anytime that photo is selected is just press P and it will flag that photo. So that means you're going to use it later. So now that you have a photo flagged, what are you going to do with your flagged photos? You see this filter right here. You can either click on the flag there or go to this drop down on the far right, hit flagged, and it's going to show you just the photos that are flagged. If you hit it again, then you can see all of your photos again. Now we're going to move on to the next photo. If you go up to settings, you will see paste from previous photo. There's also a shortcut on that. And that's going to paste the settings from the last photo onto this one. This makes it super easy to just go through your photos and paste on each one the same settings that you had on the one before. Make sure to use your shortcuts because that's going to make things go by a lot quicker. And again, I'm pressing P after each one because I intend on using them later. Sometimes after pasting on a photo, you'll realize that the settings are a little different than the previous photo. That's probably because your camera settings were a little different as well. That's okay. All you have to do after pasting is just go back on your sliders and adjust as necessary. So like I brought down the exposure on that one and I'm straightening it a little bit. One thing you need to be careful about when copying and pasting your settings from previous photos is sometimes the masks will copy over too. So that is an easy fix. Just go to your circle, click on the mask, and then you just hit the backspace button to delete it. Once I do it for this photo, I have to go back to each one of the other photos that I copied and pasted the settings and do the exact same thing to get rid of that weird looking mask so it doesn't just brighten up that little girl's legs. After I delete the masks from each of those photos, then I'm going to go and I'm going to look at each one of the 3 similar images to see if there's anything else that I missed. And there looks like there's a weird spot right here in this grass. So I can go to the Band-Aid and I can correct that particular area. Maybe bring that down to another grassy area and that looks a lot better. So there's a 4th image and I noticed that there's this weird little sign here. I'm going to get rid of that too. Okay, that is now done. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at these 4 images that I've already edited. And 3 of them are almost identical. Well, actually 2 of them are almost identical. And I'm going to decide, oh, I noticed that this one, the cropping is a little off. The alignment's a little off. So I'm going to fix the alignment a little bit. And then I'm going to hit the crop tool and I'm going to just straighten it up just a hair. There we go. That's much better. Now I don't need 2 almost identical images. So I'm going to decide for one of them, I'm going to make into a black and white image. So this one is the one I chose and I'm going to go to saturation. And I'm going to take saturation all the way down. Then I'm going to mess with these sliders just a little bit, increase blacks, increase contrast. And and try to make a really good black and white image for this family. So that way they have a little bit of a variety to choose from. One thing I've noticed is the two ladies that are in black, there's no detail in their shirts. So what I can do is I can click on this circle and select the brush tool. And then I can brush over just the areas that I need to. And it's going to show up red just to show you where the mask is. And then when I increase exposure, you can see that the details are pulled out of that shirt. Then I can also take and just brush over the other lady's shirt, and it'll all be on the same mask. So when you are finished with that mask, you just select the circle again to close out. And what I do is I rank all of my images that are done and that I'm going to use as a 2 by just selecting the number 2. You can use whatever system you like, but that helps me know that that photo is edited and ready to go.